Hello, I'm here. Oh gosh, I have no idea if I'm in frame or not. You all, if I do this often enough, I'm going to get better at it. What do you think? Do you think that practice makes perfect? Let's see if I can find myself over here on the tablet. And I'm going to do, first I need to tell you who I am. Do y'all know who I am? Look, I'm Gail Wilson from MyRepurposedLife.com. And let's see, I'm on there live. Yay! Okay, so I'm starting the camera this way because I want to get the right orientation down here. So I am Gail Wilson from MyRepurposedLife.com, otherwise known as the Junkie Chalker. So let's see if I take this down now, if it's going to be in the right orientation and get it in frame. Oh, somebody's here. Oh my goodness, 20 people. Oh, I better get on the stick here. I'm waiting for the tablet. It's a little delayed, so I'm waiting to see if I'm in frame once I turn the camera down. I don't know. I didn't know it was so delayed. So let's see how it goes. This is a canvas, and I'm doing a reverse canvas technique. Let's see where the camera is. Okay, so we need to come up this way just a little bit. This is a reverse canvas technique. I don't know if you all know about this. I've done it once before on a different one. This is different. Hey, Jackie. Norma. Hey, my name is Norma. My name is Norma too. And Michelle. Hi, guys. Okay, so this is what I'm going to work on. This is a canvas. You know, I got this at Walmart for like a couple of bucks. And what I did was I used a screw like this. And when I'm finished, I will actually flip it. And this will be the front. That's why it's called a reverse canvas. But today, for this demonstration, I'm going to be using Chalkology paste because I'm known as the Junkie Chalker. So I need to start doing some junk instead of new things. But so after I get it done, I'll trim this up and staple it back on. And this will be the front. And it'll be back here, so it'll be framed. So the canvas will be sort of like this. Yeah, like that. Only it'll be cut off, and so it'll actually be framed in there. Okay. I'm using this transfer. Hi, guys. I'm so glad you're here. Egypt, oh my goodness, in Vermont, Kansas. Y'all are all over the place. I am in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know if y'all know that. So this is from Couture. This is a C transfer, and it's called Double Welcome. And the one I'm going to use is this smaller one right here. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you all are here. My Repurposed Life Facebook page has not been getting very much traction lately, but I thought if I did a live here, it's hard to do a live what I do in the shop, you know, because of all the tools and everything. So we'll see how this is going to work. Okay, I still don't know which way we're going. So this is a transfer. It is a screen print transfer. It is not a stencil. When I take it off, you'll probably be able to see this is actually screen right here. So when they're brand new, you have to fuzz the brand new transfers because, oh, y'all, I have gray paint on my hands. I've been painting my hallway today. I painted my living room over the weekend, and today I painted the hall. And I'm messy. Okay. So this is quite sticky when they're brand new. So you have to put them on something. I use a t-shirt. You can use a towel. Some people put them on their blue jeans. But you have to kind of, it's called fuzzing, to get them so they won't be quite so sticky when you want to reveal them. Hi, Jeanette. Oh, Janet. Hi, Janet. Got my tablet over here watching for comments. I am so glad you're here. It's really hot here in Louisville. We say it Louisville. It's really hot here, so I haven't been doing much outside. I've mostly been doing some inside DIY. I just eyeball this up. So your tools, what you need to do this is you need your chalk paste. I'm using black, and something to stir it, and a squeegee. And then when you're finished, you have to have something to put your transfer in to clean it. If you take good care of your transfers, they'll last you for a long time. Many, 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 many uses. So you need to take care of them. I'm going to stir my chalk paste, using black for this. Stir it really well. Hello, everybody. I am so glad you're here. Let's hope I don't mess it up in front of this big live audience there. And then you just spread it around. This is the chalk paste. They also have Couture ink, which is more permanent. And I didn't know, I have not done ink like this on this side of a canvas before. So I really am just flying by the seat of my pants. I don't know how it's going to turn out. So you spread it on. Then, being frugal, this is my favorite part. You scrape off the excess and you put it back into your jar to use it another time. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and if I can't get to them live, I will answer them later tonight and get back to you. Oh, the UK. Oh, no. Well, good night, Haley. Bless your heart. Hey, Jenny. You're here live. I can't believe it. Yay. Okay. So once you get it spread out on there. Now, these are very sticky, and you do not. I just heard a story a while ago of someone who didn't really know what they were doing, and they got it stuck on itself. There you go. And then it goes over here. Oh my goodness, of course the phone rings. I always have something that goes on, folks, always. I'm doing a Facebook Live. I'll have to call you back. So I do have a little bleed through here, and I really don't understand. The last time I did transfer on a reverse canvas, I actually used the back side, which is more like a burlap, but it does seem to have a little bleed here. Hey, Dee Dee from Florida. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so that is the extent of what I'm going to do tonight. I've got to wash this transfer. I'll show you what I did last night. Last night I did the Couture ink on a mouse pad. A friend of mine years ago gave me many of these blank mouse pads, and I did the ink on that, and it turned out really well. Thanks for the hearts. Hello, Kathy. I'm so glad you're here. So that is what I did last night on my live. And I left off on the live with just coral flip-flops. And you can see that later I actually embellished the coral flip-flops with some teal chevron stripes. So this was Couture ink, and this was Chalkology paste. Give me a, let me know who has done Chalk Couture. Oh, the flip-flops, they're not dots this time. They might look like dots, but they're actually chevron stripes. I have dots, but I didn't use the dots on it. I'm getting the black on this. So I'm actually giving this to a friend. Would you like to see some other projects? Hey, Dawn. Oh, I know. I've got flip-flops on right now. I live in them also. I don't think I'm ever going to get this down right, y'all. I have this tub of things that I'm going to do. This is a little glass jar or something. I think a candle came in it. So I'm going to put something on there in the next few days. And then this is a chalkboard from that cheap store, really cheap chalkboard. I have these two really cute mason jar things, and I don't know what to put on there. Dawn, this is not really paint. This is chalk and ink. So this is the Chalkology paste, and it's now on here. It's going to be permanent. Let's see. Projects. I'm looking for another project to show you that what you can. Of course, I can't find one. Oh, here it are. Okay, so the ink is permanent on this because I heat set it with an iron for 4 minutes. So this is permanent. Now this is ink also. I actually grabbed ink on this day instead of the Chalkology paste. So that's permanent. But if you do the Chalkology paste on a chalkboard, when you tire of it, all you have to do is wipe it off and do something else. So let's see. Can I do a chalkboard? Oh, look. Here, this is really cute. Now this is Summer is My Happy Place, and these flip-flops have polka dots on them. Aren't they so cute? Summer's not really my happy place, y'all. It's too hot, but I do live life in flip-flops. So this is Chalkology paste and can be wiped off and redone. But the glory of these little cheap chalkboards is, look, they have two sides. And in all honesty, as chalkboards, they're not very good. You cannot get a piece of school chalk to write on this. It won't do it. I think it's too slick. But for this product, it works great. Oh, there's the Lulu May. And because, you know, I like to do all my handy stuff, I made these. Okay, I think this is pretty much dry. Let me move this out of the way so I don't mess it up. Okay. Oh no, did I end? I think I'm still here. For some reason, I'm not on the page anymore. In case I'm still alive, I'll continue. Look how cute this is. Can you see how cute this is? This little stand here will hold these cheap chalkboards. So nice. And you can use it that way or this way. Because the camera is above, it's hard for me to show that to you. So I really like that. I'm going to be selling these at Glendale. And these, if you're lucky enough to be a winner, I sent out a newsletter today, and if you're lucky enough to be a winner, these are what I'm calling my handcrafted practice boards. And of course, they're nothing more than some thin plywood that I cut and painted with chalkboard paint. This is actually Chalkology paste on this one, and this is the Chalkology ink. But the sad news is these pieces of thin plywood will not fit in my holders that I made. I would have to, I ran this on the table saw to make that groove. I ran it through twice. I would have to run it through one more time in order to make that groove wide enough to hold that. So you can do all kinds of projects. I have these canvas frames. These are 5x7. Oh, and Jenny, I don't know when you got here, but I talked about how I removed this from the reverse canvas, and I did it on the correct side this time. And thanks to you, Jenny, the time I did before, she was kind enough to tell me I had cut it. What I'd done was cut it before I did the transfer on it, and then I pulled it taut to staple it back on there. And my friend Jenny, she's always coming up with the best advice for me. And so she told me that I should do it like this. And now, now I have room to actually pull it and get it tight by stapling the back side like this. And I can pull it better. And then after I staple it all around there, then I can trim up the canvas. So, I wondered, what do you think? Do you think that I should paint this, stain it, or maybe a clear coat might be nice on that, I think. Just to give it a little shine. Oh, you're still there. Okay, I finally got the tablet back on. You guys are the best. I'm going to grab another project. No, I can't. I don't see one. All right. So, we'll just put it back up here for a minute, and you can see me and all of my hot mess, because I am burning up. Any questions? I feel, it feels like it should be more interactive, that I should hear you all, or, oh, look at me, I'm just a hot mess. And you're still here, bless your hearts. Okay, so I'm Gail from MyRepurposedLife.com, also known as the Junkie Chalker. I have a Facebook page called Facebook.com/The Junkie Chalker, and that's where you'll see these projects. I have the Junkie Chalker Facebook group, which is a closed group, and you have to ask to come in and kind of like knock, 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 and then I'll see if you're a real person, and I'll let you come in the closed group. And then the blog, of course, MyRepurposedLife.com, where I do all things junk, trash to treasure. All right, I guess that's it. If I had all my tools together, I would attach this, but I didn't bring those in. And Lulu Mae's going to bark again. Let me make sure there are no comments before I say goodbye. Oh, Char, thank you. You see this pan of water here, y'all? Well, I was trying to move my table, and I had a vase of flowers sitting on here. I'm drying some hydrangeas. I moved the table, and I was trying to catch this pan of water to keep it from falling, and I let the flowers fall, and there was water everywhere, and it's the way things go around here. It's always something happen. Hi, Susan. Hey, how are you, stranger? I'm so glad you're here. Susan, do you know about Couture? Where do you get your stencils? Okay. Kathy, these are really, they're not stencils.
Head south on Alexander Avenue toward Euclid Avenue, then turn left onto Euclid Avenue.
Oh my gosh, where did
Head west on Euclid Avenue toward Dempsey Avenue.
Oh, you all, I am so sorry. I have no idea why my GPS just kicked in. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to turn it off. I'll finish up real quick. These are not really stencils. They are, they're called transfers, and they're silkscreen transfers. Let me find a small one that has already been opened. So they're really different because there's less bleed. Let me see if I can pull this off. It's tiny. Oh my gosh. This is like a zoo around here. Okay. Can you see that there's a screen in there? So it's screen printing. It's silk screen, I guess. Oh my goodness. So it's not really a stencil. So it really, I am not a good stencil person. I really struggle with stencils. And I don't have this down to a science yet, but I'm doing better. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to make a padded room in order to do live videos. I'm just absolutely going to have to, because now the lady in the hall is talking to me again, and I can't say who she is, because if I say who she is, then she's going to pipe up, and she wants to change my oh my gosh, my temperature. Now see, she says I'm at the limit. Okay, so I'm going to do one more quick video. Silkscreen transfers. Okay, do you have to put any protection on the canvas after you put the paste on? You can heat set this with an iron for 4 minutes. No, that's the ink. Scratch that. Okay, this, I'm getting ready to do this one here. Okay, and I'm going to use chalk paste. So when they're new, you have to fuzz them, it's called. I think it would be defuzz, but it's not. It's called fuzz. So you have to put them on something so that they're not quite so sticky. And this is one of my little practice boards. So what you do is you can wipe them off and start over. Like if you mess up or if you get tired of it, you can wipe it up. But if you want to make it permanent, I have some around here that are permanent and I cannot find them. If you want to make them permanent, then you spray them with like Rust-Oleum. What's that called? What's that called, y'all? Oh, yeah, Lulu May's input. Thanks, Jenny. She's a mess. She's crazy like her mother, for sure. What is it called? You know, spray sealer. Like I have semi-gloss from Rust-Oleum in a can. Susan, this is Chalk Couture, and I'm an independent designer for Chalk Couture. And if you go to facebook.com/thejunkiechalker, right at the top is a link to my store, my online store. And you just sign up, you know, sort of like all those other things that you can sign up for. And I signed up under Debbie Westbrooks is who I signed up under. So this is just one of my handcrafted practice boards that I'll use them. You can do this for home parties. You can have a Facebook event. If anybody wants to have a Facebook event, contact me and we'll set it up, and you will invite your friends and you'll get some free stuff and they can buy some stuff, and we will have a Facebook event. So look how easy this comes off. Look at this, y'all. You cannot, well, I cannot get a stencil to do that. Maybe you can. but I can't. These are reusable many, many times if you take care of them. You saw that I scraped the excess Chalkology paste back into the jar. The jar lasts a long acrylic spray. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Thanks, Jenny. You're always there for me. So, this is just a piece of Luan that I made. You can, the reason honestly that I got into this is because I cannot decorate a chalkboard to save my life. And I sell a lot of chalkboards at my craft sale in the fall at Glendale Crossing Days in Kentucky. And I wanted these transfers to decorate the chalkboards that I sell. That is why I got into it. And when you become an independent designer for Chalk Couture, if you choose to become a designer someday, please sign up under me. There's a little join button right on my store site. So if you become a designer, you get 40% off of your product. And so that's why I became a designer, because I watched Debbie's video. Refresh, Freestyle Debbie. I'm addicted to her videos. Every time I get a notification that Debbie's doing a video, I sign on just lickety-split, because I can't not watch her. First of all, she's so country and southern that I love her voice. I'm just a hick. She's got that pretty southern drawl. So that's where you get it. It's Chalk Couture. And I am the Junkie Chalker, so you can go to my Facebook page. I have a few things on the blog. I'm trying to keep, try to keep my blog relevant to junk. So I won't put this kind of project. I won't put this kind of project on there, but you will be seeing, my thrift store finds that I want to embellish, or chalkboards that I want to make pretty or whatever. I won't be using PicMonkey to put those silly words on my chalkboards anymore. I'll be using the transfers. They have several sizes. Their smallest are A's. They go A, oh gosh, I think all the way up to G or F or something. They go really, really large. And I haven't done a large one yet. I mostly like the A's because the A's or the B's fit really well on this little $1 chalkboard here that fits in that little stand so handily. So now, if I had messed this up, or if I changed my mind and wanted to do another color, I simply wipe this off. Y'all want to see that? It wipes off, and then you just, you do it again. Let me see. You just wipe it off. Now, these chalkboards, I made them, and you know how I sprayed them, don't you? I sprayed them with my Finish Max, because I just used that chalkboard paint in a can and spray it with the Finish Max. There you go. So if you have a nice chalkboard in your dining room and you want to do some really pretty designs and make it look like artwork, and you can't draw like I can't, or can't write, then you can just change it out. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see this through here. I've lost my feed, my video. I see the comments, but I don't see what you all see, so I have no idea if I'm still in frame. So these are small ones. These are A's. So you can see, look how nice. See how nice that'll fit on there? And so I'm going to make some of these. Oh, how do I store all my transfers? I just sort of showed you that. I bought, these are from the Hoblob. These are 12 by 12 scrapbooking things. So they're big envelopes, and they hold them really well. So I have this, these were in there, this I Love You. And you just cut them apart, and you can see what you could do is you could just use the word love on one of those small chalkboards. You don't have to use all of them. You can mix and match things. I really like how they did that. And see, this will look really well on one of those. This is also an, did I say it's an A? And I'm sorry I don't know the price points of these yet. But they're not very expensive. And like I said, if you take care of them, they last quite a while. Oh my gosh. I just heard some beeping. I have no idea what that was. Probably somebody breaking in my house would be my luck. So I have these large ones that I keep these in. And the really large ones fit in like this. I put them in long ways like this. And I cut the strings because they wrap around about 20 times. So I cut the strings. So and I keep 2 in each envelope like this, so I can pick up an envelope and I can see which is on which side. After you clean the transfers, what do you stick them to? You stick them back to their backing. The backing has 2 sides. See, this side is very shiny and this side not so much. So you want to make sure that you stick it to the very shiny side after they dry. And you use, you can use paper towels. You can use, a lot of the independent designers use Clorox wipes. I haven't really had to use those yet, so I'm not sure why they use them. And then after they dry, you can reuse it. But they're supposed to be dry all the way, and then you just stick them back on to their original backing and store them. It's not totally dry, but you get it. Now, they say, I don't know, you might have to not be the sharpest tool in the shed if you put it on the wrong side, because you can clearly tell there's a difference. They, on the instructional video or the things, they tell you to write on here back. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start writing what the transfer is, because sometimes I'll have a bunch of little square ones off and I won't know which square goes to which backing. So I might start writing on a Sharpie on the back. Okay, so that's what you stick them back to. That answered that question. And then I wanted to show you these other envelopes. I got some of these. Let me show you the blue one here. Whoops, because I'm spilling them out. Look at these handy little pockets here. This was in the same department at Hobby Lobby. They're also for the scrapbooking paper. And they have a little zipper, the little zipper closure. And they have these little pockets here. And then they also have, can you see this? They have this pocket here as well, right there. So this one little pouch would hold a lot of transfers. So you can put it there, or you can put it there. Uh-oh, don't stick to that, Gail. Now, if they get stuck to themselves, y'all, that happened to me once, and I had to be very patient to get it unstuck. They're very sticky when they stick to themselves. So, I really like the small ones a lot. I'm going to make a lot of projects for Glendale. Now you can see, this is, I'll show you this, Summer is My Happy Place. I have used this, oh gosh, maybe 8 times. Now this is what I do. I still keep them in their cellophane paper, but they have those silly things, you know those silly things, the little tabs that you pull up, whatever, but they're sticky and they stick to them. So I open them here and here. I usually cut this off and then I just run my finger down there and rip that. And then that allows me to keep it. So you can see it's getting a little stained on the green, but can you see that the silk screening still looks okay? And then I just store them back in there and then put them back in their little thing. Now these, oh, that silly dog. I keep these in an underbed storage tote. Let me grab these. If you don't know where I am, I'm in my guest room. And so there's a bed in here, and so all of this stuff is just thrown on the bed. So I have this large underbed storage tote. And then these are my large transfers. They are, well, that says a C. Could that really be a C? And then I have these fonts, this alphabet. And so you see how nice they fit in there. And then I just put all these in there. And when I'm looking for something, I just do this and this and this, and I look for them. I look for the ones I want. So that's everything I can think of to tell you. I'm an independent designer for Couture. This is the project I made tonight, that one, and the one I've already wiped off of there. You can use Chalkology paste in so many colors. And this is what I made last night with the Couture ink. Now you can use this Couture ink. Oh my gosh, y'all. Let me get it. Hang on. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. That's the benefit of having a small house. Nothing is ever very far. Okay, so I made this t-shirt on a live. I don't want to get anything black on it because I really like it. Okay. So I made this on a live, and literally when you iron it, heat set it with parchment paper on this side, and then I flipped it inside out and did it on the back side as well for 4 minutes. And it just kind of becomes part of the shirt. Debbie, Refresh Freestyle Debbie, actually did Enjoy the Journey. It's a really cute bicycle. On a white t-shirt, she did it in teal, and it just sold me on it. Now this, look, if you see this, do you see this little cut tag? I bought this t-shirt at the Dollar Tree for $1. I thought if I'm going to practice, then I don't want to take a chance on messing up a shirt. Okay, so that's it. If you got my newsletter, if you belong to the weekly subscriptions for MyRepurposedLife.com, on today's newsletter, I said that if you do something, the instructions are on the newsletter to enter for a giveaway. And you know what I'll do today? If you left a comment on this live, if you have left a comment, or if you have shared this live, I will enter your name in a drawing, and I'll give something away for tonight's viewers, because you all have been so nice and hung in there with me. I appreciate it, and I will do some kind of random generator, and I'll choose a winner for tonight's live, because I had a giveaway a couple weeks ago and nobody entered. So I actually have extra prizes to give away. Any other questions? I'm getting ready to sign off and go see what that silly dog has been barking at and clean up my mess and put all my things away. I did the Facebook Live last night, and I made sure to clean up my station, put everything away, so that I could come in here and do an impromptu live whenever I wanted to. Oh, real quick, real quick. I'm a new grandma. I don't know. Some of you know that. I know Jenny knows it. You're welcome, Shar. Good luck to you. Susan, did you know I'm a grandma? Yep, I got a little 2-year-old grandson named Eli. My daughter and her husband adopted from China. And they got home on June 2nd. And I got to see him what is today? Thursday. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before. It's almost been 2 weeks. And Jamie's dad, you know, we're going on Friday to see Eli again. So Jamie's dad gets to meet Eli on Friday, and I'm excited to see him. We do some WeChat. We can't do FaceTime because I have an Android phone instead of a Apple, so we can't do FaceTime, but we do WeChat, and it is so much fun. Oh, you know, being a grandma is so special, but gosh, those of you that aren't in the same town as your grandchildren, you know my pain. It's sad. It could be worse. It could absolutely be worse. They are about 3 hours away, so I won't be able to see him as often as I want. And because of the international adoption and him being in an orphanage, they do something called cocooning. So I haven't hugged him yet, but very soon I hope to be able to get some hugs. He blows me kisses when we do our WeChats, and that's really special. So I know that he likes me. I know that we are bonding, but we haven't had that hugging yet because he was a big charmer at the orphanage. In order to get things, he was very helpful and very charming. So he has to learn that he can't charm everyone, that when he needs something, he needs to go to his mama and his Baba. Baba is Chinese for daddy. So he needs to know that. And we're going to do that Friday. And tomorrow's a big day for me. I've got a big meeting tomorrow afternoon, and I'm getting my gray hair fixed tomorrow afternoon. So I can't do a live tomorrow, and I can't do one Friday. So I just came in here and jumped and flying by the seat of my pants with the lady in the hall talking to me and my GPS kicking on and the dog barking. And you know what? It is what it is. And I'm a hot mess. There I am. Whoops. I'm going to knock my whole system off and I'm going to fall. I don't know. I guess I'm in here. Okay. This is it. I am really signing off from now. If I can figure out how to stop this Facebook Live, and I'm going to get this right. I'm going to not give up. And if I act foolish, and you all can see how non-perfect I am, because none of us are perfect, and I am far from it. And this place is a zoo most of the time. I don't know how I get anything done. I hope you all have a great night, and good luck. Everybody who commented and or shared this Facebook Live will be entered in. It's just a small giveaway. It's just a little it's one of the boards, one of my handcrafted practice boards, and a little thing of chalk paste and probably a flower to put on here, and then you can practice and you can just put it on, take it off. I'm sending white chalkology paste in a little tub. I showed a picture on the newsletter today. It's been a long day, y'all. I painted. I gotta go take a shower and wash all this paint off me. Lily Mae's getting ready to say goodbye to you, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.